welcome to class number 4. Hope everybody is doing well. We'll start as we always do with our feet about shoulder width apart. 3 treasures are seeing how much we recall, perhaps, our body, our breath, and our brain. So we adjust the body, first relax, allow the knees to soften. The hips will naturally come forward, no need to press forward, just allow the knees to release, raise up from the heart center, feeling the expansion in the torso, allowing that raising feeling to occur in the body and the shoulders drop. So we sink down, raise up, and tuck the chin. As if we're sitting on a bar stool, leaning, just very gently, but relax. So feeling that alignment between earth and sky. And turning our focus inward, just notice very simple adjustments, how they change how you feel. Second, treasure the breath. First, just noticing the breath, resting, secure in the knowledge it is providing everything you need just as it is, nourishing you, providing life force. And take note of its quality, its quantity. Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it in your belly, in your chest, somewhere else? Is it rough? Is it smooth? Is it slow? Is it fast? Become aware of your resting breath. This is where your breath begins. And as that familiarity with your breath deepens, we will slow the breath slightly, draw it into that space about 2 or 3 inches below the belly button, and breathing through the nose, slowly, smoothly, in and out, in and out, in and out. Feeling perhaps this area filling with energy as we breathe into our bellies. Inhale and exhale. And allowing the mind to quiet, resting gently on the breath or the sensations in your body, just noticing without judgment. The third treasure, the mind. Quieting the mind by becoming present here, now, allowing all that preceded this moment to remain in the past just for now. All that awaits us in the future to await its proper time for attention just for now. Always returning gently to this breath, this body, this moment. And we'll wake our bodies up energetically, starting with ringing the temple gong, shaking the empty shirt, recalling perhaps the arms like wet noodles at the side, generating movement from the hips, almost as if you're walking forward without moving those feet. So the hip comes forward, the other hip comes forward, beginning to generate momentum with the arms as they gently strike the torso. And recalling perhaps our saying we return to no wrong way to do it, doing it wrong better than not doing it at all, and allow yourself to explore the movement, perhaps raising a heel, turning your head around a little bit more, bringing the hands up over the shoulders, forming gentle balls with the hands, even leaning over perhaps, or bouncing, knowing that all of these variations are completely allowed. Few guarantees in life. One guarantee I can offer you is there is no Tai Chi police force that's going to break down your door and say, you're ringing the temple gong wrong, that's a $25 fine. So allow that freedom to find its way into your body and the movement, allowing the movement to become your ringing the temple gong, not mine, not anyone else's, but however this movement assists you in waking up the energetic component of your body, your existence. And coming to stillness, just noticing very simple, easy movement, what has happened, and gently shaking out. So shake the wrist, shake the elbows, shake the shoulders, bouncing with the knees. If you'd like a little more vigorous, you can bounce on the heels. But just shaking off any stagnations or rust. And for those who are interested, there is a practice a little more strict in its form where the feet come together, the heels are in a small V, and we take a multiple of 8. Why 8? Who knows? But that's what they do. And so we'll just do, say, 16, and we come up on the heels and bounce down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, right? So there's that, and there's this. Are they the same? How are they different? Right? Would someone come in and say, no, you're doing that practice wrong if they saw me doing this? Perhaps. And yet, if I am in my 3 intentful corrections with the 3 treasures, I am getting all of the same benefits of shaking the body, getting the rust out, waking up the energetic pathways in the body, and just expelling stagnations, blockages, sighs of relief. Big inhale in and out. In and out. In and out. And just allow yourself to come back to focus the 3 treasures and just notice very simple practices, and yet some profound effects. Flowing motion, inhale forward, exhale back. Having done these practices, having met a few times, I am feeling comfortable in just saying the name and beginning the movement, and knowing that those of you watching have seen and, more importantly, done the these movements. So there's some familiarity, I'm assuming, here. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back, moving like water, as if in water. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Preparing to move the flow up and down. Inhale, up. And exhale, sink down. Inhale, up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, up. Exhale, sink down, preparing to move side to side. Inhale, up a little. Exhale, sink down to the table side. Inhale, coming back across. Feeling that movement like water, as if in water. Feeling perhaps the slow flowing energy as we move from side to side. Noting here perhaps what we'll call the Tai Chi pole, another Tai Chi principle of movement. And so as you move here, imagine a pole running from the sky down through the top of your head, through your body and down to the ground, almost like a merry-go-round pole with the horses, right? And so as you shift over, you're not leaning here, but keeping that Tai Chi pole as your center of balance. And so as you move and flow, the body stays straight. And so you can experience the principle of movement, keeping the hands in center. Now as you come out, bring them across and notice you're going to be pulled over a little bit. And so we want to be aware of that tendency to pull and yet stay in the center. No matter where the hands are, keeping the Tai Chi pole as we flow from side to side. And big gathering breath. And exhale, settle the energy we've started to raise up. Gathering breath in. Exhale, sending chi into the soft tissue, the organs, the bones, settling, clearing, purifying the energy in our bodies. Big inhale and exhale, sending clear, fresh chi into the body. And squeezing the sponge, so we're going to inhale, raise up, and exhale, squeeze everything together with force as you exhale and release. Palms to the sky, look up, feeling a slight bend in the spine, and exhale, squeeze everything together. Inhale up, and exhale, squeeze down. And some gentle tapping on the face, on the cheeks, on the forehead, tips of the fingers, just gently tapping a face wash, shampoo, gentle tapping across the top of the chest, across the solar plexus, and across the belt. Gentle tapping on the sacrum, right in the lower back, on the kidneys a little more gently, and shoulder, top, outside of the arm and down, hand, underside and in, right to about the middle of the rib cage there. Stopping there and patting just a bit, and other side. Shoulder, top and outside of the arm down, and inside down to that rib cage. and quick hand massage. So just what I call hand hugs. Give your hands some hugs, squeeze all over, and then just get curious and use your thumb and rub in the center or take the fingers, right? So the idea we're working with here is that of acupressure, that there are relationships between certain points on the body with organs and other parts of the body, and we can stimulate and help those by touching the remote points. And so the hand in traditional Chinese medicine is a representation of the body very generally, right? This is going to be lower body, middle body, upper body, and all of the energy meridians have endings in the fingers. So we can sort of just squeeze those fingers a little bit, tips of the fingers, both hands. And then again, get curious. So just allow yourself to feel your own hand and notice if something feels good, right? We can talk more about this as we go on, but for now, just notice how it feels, right? Then shake them out. One more big sigh of relief with a little shake at the end. And there we go. All right, so hope that was nice. Getting the energy moving. Moving on into our Tai Chi practice, Tai Chi Easy. Our 5 moves that we've done. We learned 2 last week. The cutting through to clarity. And then we also learned our transition move, which is our embrace tiger, return to mountain variation. Okay, so today we're going to learn the best one I really like that's really wonderful. So this is called watching clouds pass, or cloud hands, a very classic Tai Chi movement. And we'll do it very slowly here. Essentially, you can picture yourself on a high mountain ledge, so high that you don't have to change your line of vision in order to just be watching the clouds. That's how high up you are. And so you are essentially watching clouds pass through the sky on either side. And as you get to one side, the clouds will pass away and you can see the village down in the valley of the mountains until your attention is brought to another cloud and you move back. Your hands will be the clouds. So we're going to inhale, the hands come up very loose. Exhale, and the table side hand will swoop underneath as the chair side hand comes down. We are about 45 degrees, like we're holding a dance partner. One hand over the other here. And now we just simply move across. This bottom hand is almost like a broom, just sweeping across. Your upper hand is the cloud, watching your palm as it comes through the sky, slowly, easily floating like clouds do. And then this will just open, almost like a door opens, and the hands will pass each other as the lower hand raises up and becomes that next cloud. And we come back. And then the hands switch parts and come through. Hands pass each other, watching that cloud, eyes on the palm. And as it passes away, your eyes remain in the same spot. Your head doesn't move. You're still watching. Again, that village down below. Hands up and across. Okay, so going back to our pictures, right? we're 1, 2, 3. 1, move it across. 2, hands change, right? And now we make that 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, come across. 1, 2, come across. And keeping with our teaching method, our pop culture version of cloud hands, if you remember the movie Pulp Fiction, there's a scene where John Travolta and Uma Thurman do a dance called the Batman, and they are going like this, right? And that's kind of what we're doing, Tai Chi pull stuff, which they do in the dancing, right? But the hand is coming across about eye level and then switching. 1, 2, 1, come across and switch. Now this is a beautiful practice that can just be done standalone. Recalling perhaps we talked about the embracing tiger return to mountain as a standalone practice. This too with cloud hands, and really any of them can be done on their own over and over again, just as a slow flowing meditation practice with the 3 intentful corrections and the slow flowing movement. You are doing Tai Chi, just doing this movement. And it can be very relaxing and stimulating to have that image of being on the high mountain ledge, right? So, this is where I might ask if there were questions, concerns, criticisms of the teacher, but we can't have that back and forth, so here we are in the video. Now, returning to the Tai Chi easy practice and sticking the cloud hands on the end, right? So let's run through it very quickly, knowing that we get it as we get it, doing it wrong better than not doing it at all. So recalling perhaps we open, inhale, sink down onto the ottoman side leg, the hands float up, we step out. Exhale, sink down, form the Tai Chi ball. Push down, frisbee up. Scoop under, put the lid on top. Push down, frisbee up. Scoop under, put the lid on top. Push down, frisbee up. Harmonizing yin-yang. Turn the ball over. Brush knee, send chi. Hands float back together. Brush knee, send chi. Hands float back together. Drop the ball. Brush knee, send chi. Hands drop out. Now we're going to brush knee, send chi straight out. Swoop, embrace tiger. The hand that is closest to you reaches back as we cut through to clarity. Reaching behind us, gathering pure fresh energy to use to cut through a path to clear correct action. Gather and cut through to clarity. Gather and cut through to clarity. Preparing now for our transition Gather, cut through to clarity, and come back. Instead of reaching around, we'll reach out and embrace tiger. Return to mountain. Hands float up. Bring the table side hand down below. And watching clouds pass. Cloud hands. Getting ready to end our class for today, we swoop back out, embrace tiger, return to mountain. And so thank you very much for watching. We did our warm-ups today. We talked a little bit about the Tai Chi principle of the Tai Chi pole. So notice this week as you do these practices, if you can sense that stability that comes from having an awareness of that Tai Chi pole, even as your weight is shifted, still here. And we learned cloud hands and integrated that into our Tai Chi Easy practice. So I want to thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you very much.